The other deal is, in Borecan, in 1511, Philip II, Pope of Rome, declared all that is Moorish will be called Spanish. That's why the Latin is called Spanish. It's not Spanish, it's Moorish Latin. And Puerto Ricans are not Puerto Ricans, they're Borecan, they're Taino, they are Moors. You understand? And they know it. Even right now, you can go to any botanica and they got Moroccan candles that we use for our day candles. That's ancient systems in metaphysical, spiritual prayers. So don't get this thing twisted. So I'm not trying to prove that to you. I'm just talking about what I can prove to you that functions right now. I'm more interested in I know Sinetto's my brother. You understand? I'm interested that when he go to court that he can set that judge on the square by knowing that that judge is a Mason and by knowing it's really your culture that we keep dismissing, throwing the baby out the bathwater so he can walk out with not paying fines. Roz Mariah just went to the court yesterday for a whole bunch of crap. She walked out paying nothing. That's what I'm interested in doing. I'm not interested in us arguing what colors we are, because human beings aren't colors, they're nationalities.
Let me say
so let's put that aside.
What it is that we need to understand that we all play an important role.
Yes.
We all play an important role. We need the Moors. We need them. Why? Because they understand this law. They know how to break down this law system, and they can come and teach us. We need brothers like the Mighty He can just crack a butt tooth and nail every day. We need brothers like Brother Natural Tahuti. You know, all of us is significant to bringing this consciousness to our people, man. And if we can do that and stop arguing over everything as I'm not this, I'm not that, let the people. Yes, let them be who they want to be. You see what I'm saying? If we keep arguing over something, we ain't gonna never get no damn where. Let Taj be a Moor. Let him teach our people.
Let's teach law.
To be honest, we are all of that. All of us are Moors. You see what I'm saying? But we don't just stop there. All of us are Hebrews. You see what I'm saying? All of us are the 5%ers.
Khaled said that years ago.
The nation of God's and earth. All of that in the black power. So once we God, unite that,
if we claiming God.
But you see, this is what the white man fear. The white man threw that Willie Lynch in there so we could all be out there fighting and arguing over who's who.
But anyway,
so we need to unite. Let the white man know this is my brother.
Let me say something.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother.
I want to come with you. We want, because we've been talking off and on for a while, even when I was doing a couple lectures. I really want to I want you to set up something. Yeah. I really want to get together. I want to take you all to the depot, and I want to show you to demonstrate. But what I demonstrate, I'm telling you already, it already belongs to you. I'm not interested in what I'm interested in this European getting his hand out your pocket. When the IRS wrote my landlord, I sent them back and put them on their heels. Because I know they're a branch of Vatican, and I have a national order. And I know that the Moors set this government up, so I'm talking to him from a Masonic perspective, and he knows that I know that he knows. I'm not interested whether he say he Christian, because guess what? In secret, he wearing fezzes, and that's where we go in Washington right now, with Islam on it, moron, and the nameless land Morocco. And our people need to know that. What they accept or not, I'm not interested in. I'm interested in this man is ruling in our land, and we're the only ones that don't know it. And we sitting around debating. It ain't about a debate. This young brother right there, I don't want him to go through what I went through. I want him to be able to go to a store, IRS write him. I want him to have the knowledge to write them back and say, look, you're Rome. That's a branch of the Vatican. It's not a branch of the federal government founded by us. I'm part and parcel of the state government. It has nothing to do with what your opinion is. I know law because I know me. Law begins with me. I am that I am, and I ain't confused. And then send them, know how to write back to them to get them off your back. I'm more interested in that. And the rest of the stuff, play marbles with it.
All right, my brother got to go. He want to show you something, Todd. Brother want to show you something before you leave.
Yeah. One thing that's definitely true. I'm with a community called the African Hebrew Israelites of Jerusalem, out in Dimona, Israel, under the divine leadership of Ben Ami Ben Israel.
Yes.
Now, this right here is our national identification card. Yes. We under sovereignty right now is recognized by the Queen of England order. There's a law which I know Taj may know about.
Yes.
Called the Universal Law Declaration, when a person has a right to claim his nationality.
That's exactly correct.
So nationality is a key. Now there was a statement that was said that we should all just throw out these titles. What Taj said.
No. I said when we come together.
I know when you said when we come
let's
together.
Let's leave the titles at the door.
Right.
As long as we together. To unite under one umbrella.
I understand what you're saying, but it
saying.
has to be made clear we're under the Eurocentric impression that nationality comes from a person being born in a certain location. I'm born in America, so I'm American. That is not the true understanding of nationality from an ancient perspective. True nationality is when one can trace their lineage to a certain progenitor. So when you come into a fold like this, you can't just say, I'm gonna put such and such to the side, because nationality is based on genetics. Now I did a cotton swab DNA test 4 weeks ago, because it was told all on the YouTube, well, you know, y'all Hebrew Israelites say about nationality. I have a rare condition called alopecia universale. And with this alopecia universale, this is only traced back to quote-unquote people of Middle Eastern descent that live in what we know as the Canaan, Palestine area. Now, what did they do? How did they take my Y chromosome to take it back to the ancient Hebrews? There's a people in Israel right now that's of Israelite descent that live in an area in Jerusalem called Prison Gate. They're the indigenous Ishmaelite people and the indigenous Israelite people that never left the land, and they took my DNA, and my DNA is traced back to quote-unquote if you want to say Syrian or Hebraic descent. The point is this: how can my lineage, they took my ancestors or our ancestors from West Africa, but my lineage goes back to the so-called Middle East. Now, how is that?
But that's you. That's not
No. Listen to the point that I'm saying. I'm not saying it. What I'm saying
you were
is
before. That's
No,
clear.
what I'm saying is blacks in America. No. I'm not saying all black people in the world are Hebrews. That's not what I'm saying.
Black people
I'm
North
saying,
America.
no, I didn't say that. Yeah, I said yes.
all.
Yes.
That's
Let me just
Let me make this point.
It's all right. Let them go.
I just want to finish what I'm saying. I am talking about a Pacific black people. We got to understand history. This is how a lot of us in here is identifying one another. It don't matter if you're a Christian, a Muslim, a Hebrew, or Ethiopian. You can't do that because you're aligning religion with nationality. You can't do that. It would be best to say, all right, you're Ethiopian, you're Hebrew, you're Egyptian, you're Watusi. They're nationalities. Muslim in the sense of how they're saying it. Judaism, Christianity, Hinduism, they're forms of religion. Until we're able to get out this menticized state of religiosity, you understand what I'm saying? Instead of nationality, you understand what I'm saying? This is why we're able over the moment. We have our own theocratic government.
It takes proper education to facilitate that. Now, I never tell people that I'm a Moor for a certain reason. But I'm
I gotta
a Moor
go.
for the
One more
specific
thing.
reason.
This is what I fly with. International. You understand? People, sometimes when I'm on the airports, like for instance, we got a call from brothers from Australia today. I gotta respond to that. They're aware. Everybody's been waiting for us, the whole world. The United Nations, the nations of the planet. Anyone who's a scholar knows that the nations of the world have continuously for the last 20 years dealt with the nationality issue of these people in North America that keep insisting on calling themselves black. Dealt with in the Universal Declaration of the Rights of a Child, the Universal Human Rights Declaration, and the rights of indigenous people, with your right to claim a nationality. As a matter of fact, because without it, all the things that we are seeking, we can't get. Now, whether our people are willing to be themselves or not, I'm not arguing that. But they need to have been made aware of that. And all the churches and civic organizations in North America were instructed to disseminate that information. They did not. And when the Moors are presenting it, they think it's a Moorish thing. The whole world has dealt with this. And you need to know that you've been sold out by your own people. And that's the truth. And if you can go on the website and find it. The world has dealt with your lack of nationality because they know without it you can't go nowhere. And so all we're doing is spinning wheels, frustrating each other, when the deal is we don't know the difference between brands that we've become in love with and true bloodline, pedigree, consanguine issues. And we better deal with it because the world ain't playing with us. And Europe is liquidating right now because we, who are the true heirs of Northwest Africa, which is North America, in Masonry they call it the North Gate, is our land. We keep looking at ourselves after the separation of the planet. We need to look at ourselves before the separation of the planet. You're standing on Northwest Africa. That's the great Masonic secret. That's why no European speaks under the pyramid that's on the back of that dollar bill, because it belongs to you. And it seems so hard to wake these people up to their real political form, because we're, like he said, we're all bulled up in what our religious beliefs are, which is only mind control.
Let me add on to
The reason why is that it takes more of that.
Let Brother Anpu add on. Brother Taj.
Hey, hold on. Islam, hey, yo, Brother Taj, Islam, brother.
Islam, brother.
Let's give it up for our brother, y'all.